International buyer behavior has completely changed. They're only looking online today. So if you want to get involved in international trade, that's where you need to be, online.
You know, if you're in Vietnam and want to know about business, actually, if you're anywhere and want to know about business, you might want to check out Tom Peng. He doesn't fuck around. Yeah, Tom Peng. He's A-okay. Peace.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom Peng. I'm the CEO of Media Step, and congratulations and thank you for coming to this workshop. We have people in the workshop, and also we have, I believe, over 200 people online. So everybody want to learn how to export. And also the topic today is Happy New Year. So chúc mừng năm mới. The city has returned to normal after TED. Before TED, it was very easy to drive to work. Now it takes an hour because of the traffic. So it is a sign that things are returning to normal. For the guests that come to the workshop offline, come visit my company, go into my company, meet our service team, meet our people. There's about 200 staff working in the office today. So things have really returned to normal. Actually, yesterday we got a really interesting question. One of the staff asked if they're test positive, can they still stay in the office and work? We said, no, you go home. But I've never seen that before. People actually want to come to work even if they're like sick or something. True story. Now it's the new year. Things have returned almost to normal. Time to think about opportunities. Time to think about maybe new ways of doing things. The pandemic has changed many things, including how we do business. We'll talk about that. But we actually grew the most in the last 2 years during the pandemic, because Vietnamese businesses now understand they have to go online. That is the new business model, and they're looking for partners that can help them do that. And that's why we are growing, because we're in that business. But first thing, let's talk about why we want to go export. Vietnam is a very strong export country. I remember the last number was we export about 350 billion US dollars a year, slightly more than what we import. So we have a trade surplus, meaning that we export more than we import. And that is growing as well. And why is that happening? Because Vietnam has a lot of very entrepreneurial business people, and we have really good product right now in agriculture, in textile, but we are also diversified. Industrial machineries, medical equipment. We deal with a lot of customers in various industries, and many businesses have many great products that they want to sell to the world. And there are many other international conditions that help Vietnam. So you may know there's a US-China trade war. So when Donald Trump was the president of the US, he punished China with tariff. So if an American want to import Chinese products, they have to pay 25% tariff today. And that's not changing. In fact, the Biden government, the current government in the US, want to punish China more. We don't know what will happen, but because there's also a war happening with Russia and Ukraine. And so we can't really predict what the international situation will be, but the trade war situation with China and US will continue. So what do international buyers do? They want to diversify. They don't just want to buy from China anymore. A lot of international buyers, they're looking at a China plus one strategy. Not just buying from China, but also look for another country to source their products, their materials. And that plus one country is Vietnam. How do we know this? Because we have data. We see what international buyers are looking for, what country they're looking for. They're looking right here. The US buyers, then what they're looking for. The Russian buyers, what they're looking for. The Middle East buyers, what they're looking for. What are buyers searching for? Are they searching for your product? At the end of this workshop, I think you should do one thing. Talk to one of our consultants and find out how many people are searching for your product. And that will give you a really good idea what is the business opportunity. Vietnam is part of many trade agreements. The biggest one being CPTPP, RCEP, our ASEAN, and also we have trade agreements with UK and the EU. I think the Vietnamese government is very clever. So they know that we want to become an export nation. So they're They're joining these trade pacts, and also they're forming many unilateral trade agreements with other countries. Vietnamese government want to give Vietnamese businesses an advantage in selling internationally. Vietnamese products, when they sell overseas, they enjoy almost no tax or very low tax. And that really benefits Vietnamese businesses that we need to take advantage of. Let me give you another reason why you should do export. When international buyers buy products, they usually want to customize. Let me use this as an example, all right? Let's say the customer want to buy this, but they want to put their own brand on it. Maybe they want to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe they want to use a different quality of plastic. So they have their specific requirements. They will tell you the requirements. You give them the quotation. They say, okay, then they pay you 30% before you even make anything. And once you finish the production, then they pay you 100% before the product is shipped out. That's the business model of international trade. The advantage is that you don't have 10,000 units of your product in the warehouse. You don't have inventory, and inventory kills businesses. Inventory is money somewhere that you cannot convert to money quickly. International trade solves that problem. You don't make anything until you get the order. So anybody could be doing international trade. You don't need millions of dollars. In fact, in China, there are many students that use Alibaba platform, and they open up an account and they Photoshop pictures. They put product descriptions they put online. And once they get the order, or when customers are asking about their product, they go talk to a manufacturer in China. Can you make this for me? So the university student is the middleman. A lot of Chinese manufacturers, they cannot speak English. The university student can speak English. So the university student create the account, get the customer, work with the manufacturer, they make a percentage of the transaction. That is actually a very common business model in China. If you're a manufacturer and you speak English, you can deal in English, great. Deal with the customers directly. You cannot speak English, hire someone. Or we can help you. We have a team of 30 foreign service people that can help you with that. So how do we find international customers? Traditionally, in the past, you have to go to an international exhibition, maybe Las Vegas, right? You take your product, you take your team of people, you fly them to Las Vegas, you put them in hotels, you rent the space in the venue, and you're there for maybe 3 days, and you try to find international buyers. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, and sometimes you don't find the buyer, right? And there's this guy, his name is Jack Ma. He thought there must be a better way to do this. So he started Alibaba. Well, we're gonna make international trade easier for everybody. I think his motto was to make every business easy to do for everyone in the world. So the idea of finding international buyer online was born. And now Alibaba is the world's number one e-commerce platform in the world. Alibaba Group is the largest company in the world, larger than Amazon actually. Alibaba Group is not just Alibaba.com, but also Tmall, Taobao, all those platforms. Alipay, every Chinese person in the world is using Alipay. This changed everything. Instead of going to trade shows, people put their products online. Buyers send questions, you answer online. And oftentimes that's enough to close a deal. But if it's a really big deal, like millions of dollars, the buyer will still come visit you. Right? They'll also come visit you and see your factory and look at your product before they place the order. When you find customers online, you can scale. There are 12 million active international buyers looking for products any day. And also there are buyers, instead of looking for manufacturers, they just put in Alibaba.com, they just say, I want to buy 100,000 water bottles. You can see those and you can place bid on those. Our service team, they're required to help you find those type of deals. So when you work with us, our service team will regularly send you those type of requests for quotations. So we talked about why export is such a great business to be in. We talk about why international trade is going online, especially after 2 years of pandemic. There is no more international trade exhibitions. Everything's moving online. The international buyer behavior has completely changed. They're only looking online today. So if you want to get involved in international trade, that's where you need to be, online. We work with a lot of customers, and some of the biggest concerns that customers have is, well, do I need certification? What kind of paperwork we need to do? How do I ship my products? And actually the answers to those questions are actually very easy. We can tell you, we can teach you. Like I said earlier, they must pay you 30% first. They must pay you in full before you ship out the product. They must pay you through international transfer. You're really protected. There's no way that you don't get the money. And shipping is really easy. There are probably 100 logistics companies just around our office. And because we're near the airport, and they can give you quotations. Oh yeah, it's this much to ship to Lithuania, Latvia, or US, or whatever country, how much, what you need to ship, they will give you quotation. And sometimes the terms of the deal is that they take care of the shipping. You don't even need to worry about it. All you need to do is deliver the product to Catline in District 2, and they take care of everything. So shipping, how to get the money, how to ship, very easy. Some products do require certification, but we can help you through that process. It's not difficult. It's just paperwork. So of all the problems in international trade, the most difficult problem is finding customers. Everything else is easy. If you don't have customers, you don't need to worry about shipping. So find the customers first. Get the order first. Everything else will just come together. And we want to see you succeed, so we will be there helping you get that order, helping you get that transaction completed. We don't ask for a percentage of your transaction, and we don't care about that. So why should you work with our company, MediaStep? Well, we've been in e-commerce for the last 5 years. This is only 50% of our business. We also develop a product called GoSell that help businesses grow their business domestically. I won't talk about that here today. But the reason why we want to work with MediaStep is, one, we already have hundreds of customers working with us. We already work with so many different industries. We have seen everything. Any problem we will run into, we already run into before. I think we have a lot of experience to help you. Also, our service team, 40 people, they have to call you every week. That is their KPI. And because they need to do that in order to teach you how to use the platform to get the result. They'll call you and say, hey, what products do you have? They'll pull data for you and show you like what buyers are looking for. They will give you advice on how to optimize your listing so that more people find you. They will also help you run advertising. And they will find requests for quotation, RFQs. When they see, if you sell water bottles, they find a request for quotation for water bottle, they will send it to you so you can bid on it. And why we do all that? Because again, like, our success is defined by your success. If you join Alibaba through MediaStep and you don't get the result, then it's not good for us because we did not deliver our promise. So we have very clear and actually very tough KPI for our service teams. They must help you get results. If your consultant is not doing that for you, you call me. I will deal with it. Let this year be the year that you start selling internationally. And be like some of our customers who get thousands of inquiries every month, closing $1 million deals. Okay, thank you very much.